I am Monica from IELTS 9. So for this reading title is Grimm's Fairy Tales. We have already done 2 questions and this is real IELTS exam reading passage number 3. Okay, and multiple choice question. And the last question was left. This is complete each sentence with the correct ending. Okay, so whenever questions are like that, list of people, list of country, list of historical events and all, whenever you have to match these incomplete sentences with the options, these are very easy questions. These are easy. In fact, you can easily score 7 plus band scores with the help of these questions. I am always happy whenever I am getting these kinds of questions in reading passages, because for these reading passage you don't require reading too much detail like we are doing it in multiple choice question. We need to understand little bit more in multiple choice question, but here it is not like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you time saving tips for especially these kinds of questions. Let's do it. Yes, one request I have, please do practice with me, and subscription also, and hit the like button also. But what I was telling you, how you can do practice with me, I will be showing you paragraph also along with the question statement. So when I was doing first two types of questions, I have done my homework for third type of question. Okay, so you can see somewhere I have done underline the things, somewhere I have done circle the things. Mostly I am doing circle the things where we have some names, some university name, some city name, some country name. Okay, you can see this time name, parents, uncivilized, violence, some special thing is there, I am doing it circle, otherwise I am doing it underline the things. Okay, so let's do it. So yes, first I will read all the options. I will try to understand its meaning along with keywords. Here keywords are really important. They will play significant role in finding correct answers. So person name is there. Okay, said the Grimm's tales are German. German because the tales. So this person name will take us to the location, and what he is saying, Grimm's tales are German because the tales are something. Hence, again, this same person said the abandoned children. Now, abandoned children is the keyword. Bernhard Lohr. Now, again, this person name is this. Said the writing style. Okay, this is again the keyword. Of the Grimm's brother is universal is because they. Jack Gibbs said the pursuit of happiness. Pursuit of happiness. Someone is trying hard to get happiness in the like I'm telling you the meaning in the tales means they. Bruno, this person name, said therapeutic value of the tales means that fairy tales are. Okay, so now we have underlined the keywords along. So these words will take us to the location, and then wherever we will get these person's name, we will try to find these keywords also. In that sentence, we will get the answer. And these are the options. So these are the options. So a reflect. Reflect means show what life was like at that time. Was like at that time means they are talking past tense. Okay. In past they are talking. Help children deal with their problems. So children dealing with their some problem. Deal. Demonstrate the outdated system. Some show demonstration was there about outdated system means old system they are talking. Okay. Tell of the simplicity of life in German countryside. Okay, German countryside. Encourage people to believe. People word is here to believe what they can do anything. Recognize the heroes in real life. Contribute to the belief in nature power. Okay. Avoid details about characters, social setting. Okay, now we have gone through all the things. Now I will start looking at this person name, Heinz Ruleke. Now in G paragraph I have found this person's name. Okay, so we were looking for German word is also here. Said this person said Grimm's tales are German because the tales are. Okay, how German are Grimm's tales? Now they are going to give answer. Very says scholar, this person, Heinz Roleke, love of the underdog, rustic simplicity, creative energy. These are Teutonic traits. Traits means personality and all. So simplicity word, I got it this. Tell of the simplicity of life in the German countryside. Simplicity Rustic, simplicity, creative energy, these are Teutonic traits. The coarse texture of the life during medieval time in Germany, when many of the tales entered the oral tradition, also colored the narratives. Okay, so I will go with this. So although I have not achieved this countryside word, but that doesn't matter. Tell of the simplicity of life. So it is clearly given. Love of the underdog, rustic, simplicity, creative energy, these are some traits. Okay, and the coarse texture of life during, so life is also given, so it means this will come with 36 number. Okay, now coming to another same person said the abandoned children. Abandoned children, here it is given, and abandoned word is here. So let's read it, and you can pause the screen also, so that you can find your answer with me. First you pause the screen and then try to find your answer and then match it with me. So here this person said the abandoned children in tales. Throughout Europe, children were often neglected and abandoned, like Hansel and Gretel. Accused witches were burned at the stake like the evil mother-in-law. Six Swans. Cruelty in the stories was not Grimm's fantasy. Roleke points, same person is saying, Roleke points out it reflected the law and order system of the old times. So old times, see this, past time, reflect what life was like at that time. So this also gone. So another any other point is not dealing with anything, like you can read it, children deal with their problem. No, they are not talking that how children deal with their problem, nothing is like that. Although they are talking about abandoned children and neglected, but they are not talking about how they deal with their problem. Outdated system also, no. Encourage people to believe what they can do, recognize heroes, nothing was given about, only they are talking about past times. Law and order system of the old time. Okay, so but if you think that demonstrate the outdated system, no, they are not demonstrating any outdated system, so this will be wrong. So here A will come with this. Now 38, Bernhard Lower said the writing style. So next paragraph, I can see my location. I request you to do this, please support me. So this person is here, and let's find style of writing. So writing is here, and this universal is also here, because they are saying Bern Lewis said the writing style of Grimm's brother is universal because they. Okay. Luren points to the universal style of writing. Paraphrasing they have done with this. So we were, yeah, universal style of writing. You have no concrete descriptions of the land, clothes or forest or the castles. It make the story timeless and placeless. The tales allow us to express our utopian longings. Okay, if you do not read this thing, if you read this thing only, you have no concrete descriptions of the land, clothes and forest or the castle. It means they are talking about avoid details about characters. Social setting includes everything like clothes, forest or castles or land also. You have no concrete description, no. It means they are avoiding some descriptions is details. Nothing is matching except this H1. You can find it. See this, from here to here you can read it again. Okay, because no description about this, description is details. Okay, so we have selected this H with 38. Now coming to 39. Jack Zip said the pursuit of happiness in the tales mean. Okay, Jack Zip is here, and let's read it. What he is saying, Zack Zip of the University of, whose translation of the complete fairy tales captures the rustic vigor. So you should know the meaning of, but of course in reading exam we will not get google.com. So rustic vigor, just leave it, of the original text. They show a striving for happiness. Striving for happiness means pursuit of happiness. Okay, so paraphrasing they have done synonym. Striving for happiness means people are working hard to get happiness that none of us knows, but we sense is possible. It is possible. So happiness in details, let's try to match. They are not talking about children, demonstrated the outdated system, no. Tell of the simplicity of life, this we have selected. Encourage people to believe what they can do it, this I think will come. Recognize the heroes in real life heroes word is here, let's read. We can identify the heroes of the tales and become in our mind the masters, the masters and mistress of our own destinies. No, here they are saying recognize the heroes in the real life. So in past life they are talking, we can identify with the heroes of the tales, not the real life, so that will not come. So encourage people to believe what they can do anything. So pursuit of happiness and striving for happiness is possible. So we will select this E number with this one. Okay, now last 40. Bruno Betteldam said the therapeutic value. So last paragraph is left, so we can do like that. Fairy tales provide a workout for the unconscious maintain. Bruno, this person we were looking, famously promoted the therapeutic of the Grimm stories, calling fairy tales the great comforters. By confronting fears and phobias symbolized by witches, heartless stepmothers and hungry wolves, children word is here, find they can master their anxieties. Okay, so exactly what they want. Bruno Bettelheim said the therapeutic value of the tales means that the fairy tales means therapeutic value of the tales, fairy tales. Okay, somewhere they were talking about, just a minute. So here they are relating with children also. So children related option is here, help children deal with their problems. So problems by confronting fears. Yes, this is by confronting fears and phobia symbolized by witches, heartless stepmothers and hungry wolves. Children find they can master their anxiety. They can help children deal with their problem. We can select the Grimm effect plays in an infinite number of ways, something about. So we can and try to match with other one also. This is not, this we have selected, this we have selected, this was wrong. Contribute to belief in nature power. So nature power is also not there. So this we have selected, it means this is left, and children word was also there. So here we will write here B number option. Let's solve this multiple choice question also from the same reading. So let's do it with me again if you want to do it. So let's do it. So how to do multiple choice question, that's more important. You can just follow my reading tips and tricks. So how to do? First, we will not read any option. Okay, A, B, C, D. A, B, C or D. Choose the correct letter means here we need to select only one letter. So there are multiple choice question where we need to select 2 options, 3 options also, but options will be more. Okay, so here 4 options are there, and in answer sheet you need to write A. If your answer is B, then B only and in capital letter. You can't write second or fourth option, no. So you can't write like 2, 3, 4. No, this will be wrong answer. So let's do it. So multiple choice question. So what is the shortest way how you can find answers? To practice with me, I will be showing you paragraph along with questions. So subscription also you can do it. You can support my channel. Thank you so much in advance. So let's do this because they are asking 4 number paragraph. In 4 number paragraph, what changes had happened at that time in Europe? Okay. So 4 number, despite its sometimes rocky reception, children and household tales gradually took root with the public. Okay, despite its rocky reception, children and household tales gradually took root with the public. The brothers had not foreseen that appearance of their work would coincide with the great flowering of children's literature in Europe. So Europe word is here. Some changes they need to. English publishers led the way issuing high quality picture books such as Jack and Beanstalk and handsome folktale collections, all to satisfy a newly literate audience seeking virtuous material for the nursery. Okay, here full stop is there. So what I have understood from here, in Europe, English publishers led the way. They have given the way, issuing high quality picture books such as this and this, and handsome. So all these things, what they have, why they have done, because all to satisfy a newly literate audience seeking virtuous material. So now we have read enough. Now let's, till here we have read from here to here. Let's read the options. Literacy level of population increase. So it is clearly given, see this, all to satisfy a newly literate audience. It means indirect, you can see, or synonym, paraphrasing they have done, literacy levels of the population increased. But let's read other options also. Development of printing technology made it easier to publish. So here nothing is described, no line is describing about development of printing technology. So this is wrong. Schools were open to children. So no direct description is about schools were open to children. So this will also wrong. People were fond of collecting superb picture books. People were fond of collecting superb picture books. So nothing is describing this kind of thing. Grimm cited this new public. They said refining, softening their tales. No. Throughout the paragraph we have read, nowhere is describing people were fond of collecting superb picture books. So this is also wrong. So actually multiple choice question means you need to understand the demand of the question statement, and wherever you find the location, please read that sentence thoroughly. You will definitely get answer in that sentence. And the other, of course, on the basis of this shorty, you can't select the answer. You need to read all other things also. But when I read this sentence and I tried to match, so here it is clearly given, means indirect given, that their literacy level had increased. And other statements, you need to find whether the statement is true or false. If the statement is true, that will be the answer. Other all options will be false. So next, what changes did Grameen brothers make in later edition? Some changes they have done. Okay, so we have left this paragraph till here we have read. So once the brother Grimms cited this new public means the more literate people, they set about refining some things, some material they have refined, better quality, softening their tales which had originated centuries earlier, as are the peasant fare. Okay, in the Grimm's hands, cruel mothers became nasty stepmothers unmarried. So something they have changed. Okay, earlier their stories were cruel. Cruel mothers became nasty stepmothers and all. So this is full D paragraph. And make in later edition. Later edition means after that. So in new, Grimm cited this new public. They said refining and softening their tales. So they have softened their tales. Earlier it was having some earthy peasant fare. So Grimm's cruel mothers became nasty stepmothers, unmarried lovers were made chaste, and incestuous father was recast as the devil and all. So it means next, maybe next paragraph. In the 20th century, Grimm's fairy tale have come to the bookshelf of children's bedroom. The stories read like dreams come true, handsome ladies and beautiful damsels armed with magic trump over giants. Okay, earlier everything was cruel kind of thing. Okay, and now they have changed into some like lads and beautiful damsel armed with magic, triumph over giants, witches, and so many things they have changed. So let's read the options. They made the stories shorter. It is not given like that. They used oral language, not given. The content of the tales become less violent. Yes, we can say this. Refining and softening their tales, also denoting the same thing. They found other origins of the tale. Other origins of the tale, nothing. No, they have not described in this paragraph like that. You can read it. Okay, so last question is left. So last question, what did Mary Hessen Flug contribute to the Grimm's fairy tales? Let's read this. The Mary, so we need to find Mary word. Mary is here, see this. Okay, Mary is here. She, okay, among her treasure was this Cinderella. Mary Hassenberg was a 20-year-old friend of their sister Charlotte from a well-bred French-speaking family. Mary's wonderful stories blended motifs from oral tradition and from Perlet's influential this book. Tales of My Mother, which contain elaborate versions of uh, all the names. Many of these had been adapted from earlier Italian tales. So this is actual line, and they are talking about this Mary. Wonderful story blended motifs from oral tradition also and from Italian tales. Let's read it. Options. She wrote stories. She wrote stories. But she blended all the things, oral tradition and from this book. Wonderful story. So blended means mixed. She wrote stories. Clearly it is not given. She discussed the stories with them. No. She translated a popular book from brothers using her talent for languages. She translated a popular book for the brothers. No. This is also not given that she translated something. She in fact blended motifs from oral tradition and from these books. Okay. And here languages, she told the oral story. Oral word is also here. See this? I showed it to you. Yes, oral tradition. Okay, oral story that were based on traditional Italian stories. So earlier Italian tales mean traditional Italian stories. So this will match with, this will come with this question.